That was probably the most disappointing thing I've ever witnessed in my entire life. Guys, I'm gonna give my reactions to this card. It was a generational card until the main event. So disappointing. So disappointing. Very, very disappointing. We'll start with Alessandro Costa versus Cody Durden. Cody Durden, good first round, up on the strikes. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I didn't get to watch the first five fights. I was very busy. Alessandro Costa gets it done in the second round by submission. I'll have to go watch these fights back. But Cody Durden looks like he was doing well, um, which is good for him, but not good enough, I guess. I'm so disappointed, guys. I mean, I can't even pretend to be like happy right now. I picked Max Holloway. I got the Max Holloway shirt on. I went 12-2 on this card, guys. My predictions were great, but that was the most disappointing thing. Ryan Gandra versus Zachary Reese. Ryan Gandra destroys him in the first round. Just obliterates him in the first round and puts him away. Same way he did to Daniel Medina in his first fight. Glad I ended up going with Gandra. Zachary Reese, you are something. Fareed Basharat versus John Garza. I mean, that was a really easy one to pick. I mean, I don't know who John Garza is. I'll be completely honest with you, but 15-0. I've watched Fareed Basharat's fights. His fight against Gene Matsumoto. I know enough about him to know that he's a very good fighter. Significant Strikes was close. Damn. John Garza does not appear to be a bad fighter. He does not appear to be a bad fighter. 5 takedowns of 22 attempts for Fareed Basharat. My goodness. Round one, Fareed Basharat up on strikes, 4 total strikes, 8 significant strikes, lands a couple takedowns, so he wins round one. Round two, Garza up 7 strikes. He shoots 10 takedowns in the second round. Um, and it really does appear that Garza won the second round. And then the third round, it looks like Basharat took over a little bit. 1 of 8 on takedowns. Lands a little bit more. I'm guessing he won 29-28. I wish I had gotten to watch these fights, guys. I promise I'll watch them back, but I wanted to give my immediate reaction to this because, man, it's so disappointing. Damian Penis. D Penis. At least we have something to be happy about. D Penis gets it done. D Penis gets it done. Um, Damian Penis is in the building. He gets a first round TKO over Cesar Almeida, like I thought he would. Almeida was doing good though, up on strikes. Even got a takedown. That's crazy. He was winning until he wasn't. Got caught at the end of the first round, I guess. I'm gonna have to watch these fights back. The last fight that I didn't watch was Tracy Cortez versus Wayne Kong. I didn't get home until 6 p.m. Central Time, so I didn't get a chance to watch any of these. I picked Wayne Kong right yet again. Wow, look at the whew, smoked her. 109 on takedowns for Tracy Cortez. I did predict that in the prediction video. I said that she would not be able to get her takedowns when she wanted them, and she wasn't able to. And Wang Kong is a nasty striker, and she doubled her up on strikes. Round one, we have 41-21 on significant strikes. It's the only round that Tracy Cortez got a takedown. Round two, 52-27 significant, 55-29 total. And then round three, much of the same, 44-24 significant strikes. Very good performance from Wayne Kong. One of those fighters, one of those WMMA fighters that I do like her style. I think she is very good. Tracy, it's tough for you. It's tough for you, but it is what it is. Moving on. First fight that I actually watched on the card. By the way, I will say, I promise I'll be better about watching all of the fights. Um, usually I would go back and watch the ones I missed and then make this video, but I had to give an immediate reaction to this because it's just such a crazy turn of events. And from what it looks like, I mean, it looks like Wang Kong showed out. You know, we have a TKO here, we have a TKO here, a sub here. Looks like this fight was pretty crazy, so I'm gonna have to go back and watch all of those. Luke Riley versus Kai Kamaka the third, dude. Luke Riley, um, he did exactly what I said he would do, exactly what I thought he would do. He's got sick striking, sick boxing. He simply just outlanded him and hurt him and finished him. The stoppage was a bit early on both of these fights. Very like just very quick stoppages. I think this one was pretty early. Um, but yeah, I mean, exactly what I thought. I forgot to give predictions on like the result of these ones. Um, I need to get on my shit. I need to get on point. But yeah, Luke Riley wins as I predicted. Going up the card, Adrian Yanez and Cody Garbrandt. Dude, I was so happy about this. I like Cody Garbrandt. I do. I like that he came out this fight a lot more aggressive. He had a lot of success early. Um, he did some damage to Adrian Yanez. Um, you know, even looked like he had hurt him a little bit at the beginning, landed some good shots. But Adrian Yanez stuck in there and used his boxing, which is really good. His boxing is very, very good. And he got in the pocket and he ended up landing a big one that hurt Garbrandt and knocked him down and put him away halfway through the round. And it was a sick half of a round. Um, Very cool little scrap. And Adrian Yanez on the mic was awesome. He did his fucking thing on the mic. So yeah, we love Adrian Yanez around here. I would love to see him get another chance at a ranked guy. I don't think Garbrandt is enough of a win at this point to get a ranked opponent, but I think somebody like top 25 in the division, like somebody that is maybe a fight away from being ranked, give him somebody like that. I think that would be nice. Moving up the card, we have Gable Stevenson versus Elijah Ellison. I always want to say Alicia. I call him Alicia. I kind of feel bad about that. But that's how it's spelled. I'm sorry, that's how it's spelled. Um, Grapple Stevenson, he looked good. He looked good. He went out there and he put on a scrap. I mean, do I like him? No. No, I don't like him. But he did understand the assignment. He went out there and he put on a performance. He really did. I mean, he went out there and he scrapped. Um, and Elijah Ellison had landed a couple pretty good strikes at the beginning. Um, couple nice jabs. Caught Gable coming in once or twice, but Stevenson looks to have a chin on him, and his striking is a lot better than I thought it would be. A lot better than I thought it would be. It was about twice as good as I thought it would be. He actually has a very quick lead hook. I noticed a couple times, and he's got some nice pop to his punches. And he only shot one takedown and didn't get it. That's not what I was expecting to happen at all. And he got the KO halfway through the round, which was a trend here on the prelims. Very good performance from Gable Steveson. I got to give him credit where credit's due. He has absolutely no personality. I'm not excited for him as like a character at all. But yeah, Gable Steveson, very good performance. He looks to be I mean, I don't want to say an elite heavyweight because Elijah Ellison is not. Um, I mean, he's 0-2 in the UFC. He's not some, you know, crazy prospect or anything, but he looked like a capable heavyweight, and Gable got him out of there. So, well, let's see what's next for Gable Steveson. Let's see what's next. Moving on up the card, Nikita Krylov versus Robert Whitaker. I went perfect on these prelims. I went 9-0 on the prelims. I am the best predictor. I am the best. I have the best predictions on YouTube. I'm just gonna say that. I know it's my first video. Dude, I routinely do this. I went 12-2 on this card. I routinely do this. I routinely do this shit. I'm telling you, I do. I mean, every card, like I haven't gone negative on a card in a long, long time. Although to be fair, I will say this, if it's a card full of people that I don't care about, I don't even bother predicting. So I probably would go negative on some of these like really shitty fight nights because um, sometimes I just don't care enough to predict the fights. Um, Sorry if that makes me a casual. I mean I watch them all. I ain't missed fights in a long time, but like even the ones I missed earlier, I'll go back and watch. But yeah, I'm good at this. I do very good on these cards, and this fight was another one of those things where, if you watch the light heavyweight division and if you've watched Nikita Krylov's last three fights, what did I say in my predictions? I said his last opponent was Modestas Bukauskas, who does not mix it up and who is stationary. And Robert Whitaker is the opposite of stationary. And by the way, can we just talk about how terrible the commentary was for this whole fight? The whole time you have Daniel Cormier and Joe Rogan sitting there talking shit about how he looks fat and how he looks flabby. Meanwhile, he's piecing up Nikita Krylov. Piecing him up. Piecing him up. Jabbing him. Dude, this shit pisses me off, dude. Get Joe Rogan and Daniel Cormier off commentary, dude. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing it. And then what fight was it? There was a fight down here. It might have been the Luke Riley Kai Kamaka fight. Kai Kamaka came out landing a lot of low kicks, and you have Joe Rogan. First fight I tune into. First minute of me watching a fight. I hear Joe Rogan, "Ow, look at that calf. Oh, that calf is compromised, folks. People forget, man. Benson Henderson. Dude, I don't give a fuck. Oh, that calf is very red, folks. His leg may be compromised." Dude, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm so tired of hearing it. And then him and DC just talking about how Robert Whitaker looks flabby. Dude, he used to be a 170 pounder. No shit. No shit. So fucking annoying. And then you have Theo Vaughn and Dean Thomas. Like, what are we doing here, dude? I love Theo Vaughn, but like, what are we doing here, dude? I don't know, dude. It was just like a clown show during this fight. And it was a great fight. And Robert Whitaker looked great. I don't know how the total strikes was this close. I must have just been all the low kicks of Nikita Krylov and the little tappy like body shit that he was throwing. Robert Whitaker was landing pretty much everything of significance in this fight. Not to say Nikita Krylov did nothing, but Robert Whitaker was landing all the significant strikes. Robert Whitaker won the first round. He was landing the jab. I know the total strikes and the significant strikes doesn't make it clear, and Krylov had his three takedowns in that round. I don't care about those numbers. I don't give a shit. Go watch the fight. Robert Whitaker landed everything that was actually significant in that round. His jab was landing super clean. He was doing all the damage to Nikita Krylov. Just look at his face at the end of round one. And he finished the round pretty strong after the takedowns, too. I think Robert Whitaker won the first round. Round two. This was a close round in terms of the numbers, but I believe Robert Whitaker pretty much destroyed him in this round. I don't know how the numbers were this close. I don't know who counts these sometimes. Robert Whitaker was absolutely piecing him up on the feet. It really wasn't even close. Jabbing him, hitting him with overhands, hitting him with lead hooks. Every time Nikita Krylov came in, he was bouncing his head back. Robert Whitaker was bouncing his head back every time, and then it gets into the third round, and he only needed to land five in that third round because very opening exchange, basically, like the first big clash in the first minute of the round. Robert Whitaker lands straight punches the whole fight. Nikita Krylov would throw like a low kick, and Robert Whitaker follows through with a straight punch and knocks his fucking head back. It was just beautiful. It was perfect. The whole thing was perfect. Um, I mean, he fought beautifully and lighter man skill, man. I mean, he went out there way lighter on his feet, way faster, bouncier. You know, I think, the gas tank did look a little suspect, but he caught a second wind And Robert Whitaker has way more power at light heavyweight, it appears. Like just the way the punches landed, you could hear there was more pop. Robert Whitaker looked great in this fight. We love Bobby Knuckles. We were excited to see him win this fight. And I went 9-0 in these prelims. I didn't get to watch the first five, but this was generational. I mean, third round knockout, first round, first round. I mean, these were all half a round, and I mean, this was a generational card. I can't wait to go watch these back. I'll watch all five of these. Generational card. Moving on up the card. Oh my goodness, Bobby Green, Terrence McKinney. Give me that underdog pick, baby. Give me that underdog pick. I told you. I told you. What did I say in my prediction video? Terrence McKinney has a tendency to fumble finishes. He fumbled the finish against Chris Duncan, and he fumbled the finish here. That's what he does. He either finishes you in the first half of the round, or he gets finished in the second half of the round. His fights, he hasn't had a fight go to the second round in like 3 years. Um, Terrence McKinney does not have will. He does not have heart. He basically quit. He got hit with a body shot from Bobby Green and quit. I'll summarize the fight for those of you who didn't see it, I guess. Basically, Terrence McKinney was pretty much destroying Bobby Green up against the cage, backing him up, cut him open on his face pretty badly. He was bleeding all over his face. He was landing big punches. Bobby Green did start rolling with it. I actually stood up because I wanted to keep my undefeated streak on the card alive. So I stood up and I took the controller. So he was getting hit up against the cage, and Terrence McKinney was unloading combos. I took the controller. I started moving, and and he started slipping everything, and that's why he didn't get finished because I took the controller. I plugged my controller in, I turned it on, player one, and I got Bobby Green the finish. You're welcome. I got him out of that bad situation. When he had our back, when Terrence McKinney had our back and he was trying to sink in the choke, I ripped his arm off. I said, "Get off me, bitch!" Bitch, that was me. I was doing that. Yeah, I clicked L1 to emote, and yeah. So I spammed my ult. We got the reverse, and then landed some ground and pound, and we got the finish, dude. Terrence McKinney, dude, you have no heart, brother. You have no heart, and you really need to search your heart, brother, because you have no heart. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, just gave up, just quit. That's why I picked Bobby Green. We start off 10-0 on this card, and then Brandon Royval versus Lonnie Kavanaugh. Listen, amazing performance for Brandon Royval. He is a fucking dog. Brandon Royval is a fucking dog. I picked Lonnie Kavanaugh. Him and I kind of have the same haircut. He does it better than I do. I got more of like a 2008 knockoff Bieber cut, and he's got more of like a fuckboy haircut. No offense to Lonnie Kavanaugh, I fuck with you. One of my favorite fighters in the flyweight division, and I do rate him, and that's why I picked him. But Brennan Royval, he did get it done, man. He showed that he was better. He was landing the jab at will. Round one, he was just piecing him with the jab. Um, he got a takedown and had pretty good amount of control time. Um, I mean, really, his ground and pound looked super improved in this fight, landing really good elbows. Um, yeah, I mean, he looked great on the ground. I mean, he just looked great everywhere. Royval looked awesome. He got hit quite a bit less in this fight as well, except for round two, which Lonnie Kavanaugh won round two. And this is where I thought, I'm gonna be 11-0 on this card, but instead, um, well, Lonnie Kavanaugh, he won this round. He caught Brandon Royval early in the round, knocked him down, hurt him really badly, had him on jelly legs. I had him doing the stinky leg, had him out there doing the Harlem Shake. I mean, it was really bad. I mean, he rocked him pretty badly. He got on top of him. and started kind of erratically trying to finish him with ground and pound, and pretty much all of them missed. And Brandon Royval was able to utilize his guard and get himself collect himself again. And yeah, I mean he lost the round, but he fought pretty decently for the rest of the round though. And his recovery is unreal. Brandon Royval's recovery is unreal. His ability to push the pace is unreal. He almost never goes backwards. His cardio is fucking unbelievable. This guy is unbelievable gas tank. It's pretty crazy, and he destroyed him in round three. Um, got the takedown, rocked him early in the round. I mean, he didn't rock him super bad, but he definitely sat Kavanaugh in his seat with a big punch. And then they had a wild exchange, which had everybody out of their seat. And then Brennan Royval gets the takedown and, tried to go for arm triangle, didn't get it. Kavanaugh fought out of it well. Kavanaugh was doing a good job fighting out of the positions in round three. But then Brandon Royval gets the back and it was just over. He ends up cinching up the choke, and Kavanaugh did his best to fight out of it, but um, that is what it is. That was the fight. That's all she wrote. Brandon Royval gets the sub in round three. Rear naked choke. Very good performance from Brandon Royval. Proved me wrong. I still rate Lonnie Kavanaugh. I still think he's really good. Brandon Royval, he is a raw dog. No Jones, but uh, yeah, Brandon Royval, he's a dog, man. Shouts out to Brandon Royval. Sorry for doubting you, brother. Fellow Brandon, Brandon Army. Um, Moving up the card, my underdog pick. I picked Mario Bautista to win this fight. This was a very nuanced fight, very interesting fight because I do feel that Corey Sandhagen was kind of on his way to win this fight. He was winning all the exchanges in round one, basically. Until the very end, Bautista started finding his range about halfway through the round, and at the very end, he gets a takedown and he immediately gets the back of Corey Sandhagen and puts him in a Suloev stretch, which I stood up like, no fucking way. And he gets him in a Suloev stretch and pops his knee. And I'm pretty sure Corey Sandhagen tore his ACL. Something happened. His meniscus, I mean, something. Tonight, the knee shit tonight, dude. What's up with the knee injuries tonight, dude? Fuck. I know I picked Mario Bautista, but it was sad to see for Corey Sandhagen. At the end of the round, the commentary hadn't said anything yet. They didn't say anything until after the round, but I saw Corey get up and I'm like, whoa, his knee is fucked. Um, so Bautista stole round one with that exchange. Nearly finished him and hurt him very badly. Round two, uh, close round, very close round. You know, it looks super even on the strikes. I'm gonna be honest. Bautista, I was watching this round like, what the fuck are you doing? I thought Corey Sandhagen just edged this round. I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea what Mario Bautista was doing this round. I mean, at the beginning, he was throwing the kicks to the left leg of Corey Sandhagen, which was injured, and he was doing the right thing. And then he just he was like gassed. It was weird. He was basically gassed in the second round. He was slowing down and he was like throwing everything like I was sitting there like, is this rigged? Is this like a fucking rigged fight? Is this a staged fight? Like, what the fuck is Mario Bautista doing? And he's like shooting takedowns. He's going for single legs and lifting the injured leg of Corey Sandhagen so that he has his right leg, which is perfectly fine to balance on. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I'm like, dude, are you fucking retarded? Grab his right leg and make him balance on the injured one, and you immediately get a takedown. I understand the right leg is in the back, so you can't shoot on it because I mean, that's retarded. You can't do that. But when you have the hands around the butt and you're in the clinch against the cage, why don't you transition to that right leg and try to lift the right leg? Because then he's square against the cage. It was just so stupid. There's two opportunities he had to grab the right leg and make him balance on the left leg, which in the third round, which he did win very clearly and very easily, I may add, it seems that he figured that out a little bit more, and Sandhagen seemed like he just got overwhelmed in the third round. I mean, Mario landed 7 of 11 takedowns in round three, and he was ragdolling him this whole round, really. He figured out his range. He was landing good strikes, good ground and pound, a couple sub attempts. I mean, Mario Bautista, rounds one and three. I guess you could argue round two as well, but I think he lost round two. I was sitting there like, there's no way this dude pulls a Yuri and fumbles this shit, man. Don't even remind me of that, bro. Man, don't even remind me of that shit, dude. Don't even. Never mind. Let's move on. Congratulations to Mario Bautista, dude. Good win. You're now ranked number 4 in the world at bantamweight. Crazy. Awesome underdog pick. I'm very happy about that. Didn't happen the way I thought it would, but um, it happened. This was crazy. Benoit Saint-Denis versus Paddy Pimblett. In hindsight, I have no idea why I picked Benoit Saint-Denis. I'll be honest with you. I don't know why I picked him. He does have a tendency to shoot takedowns and just stick his head in guillotines. He does it all the time. And yeah, he did it there. I thought when he twisted on the initial one, when he twisted his body, I thought that he was gonna pop right on out of it, but instead he sat on his knees for way too long. And when it comes to Paddy Pimblett, somebody as elite as he is at jiu-jitsu, you cannot give that guy any time to adjust on any position. If he has your neck and you're giving him time to adjust and you're giving him time to set up a sub, in that moment when Paddy has that front headlock and that guillotine right there in the front, he's thinking like, okay, what can I do now to get this really tight and really cinch this up? You could see the wheels turning. And Benoit Saint-Denis was just sitting there on his knees, and you cannot do that against a guy like Paddy Pimblett. I said this uh, in the prediction video that Paddy Pimblett's strongest aspect is by far his jiu-jitsu, and everyone knows that really, unless you're a complete casual. But I didn't see exactly how Paddy Pimblett was going to get into his world. Well, I should have seen that coming because Benoit Saint-Denis does spam takedowns and his head placement is sometimes rather stupid. I don't even know why he shot that takedown. He had landed a nice little counter and then he threw a head kick that partially got blocked but partially got through. Um, I thought Benoit um, made a huge mistake in doing that because when you watch the Justin Gaethje Paddy Pimblett fight, where did Justin Gaethje have most of his success? Backing Paddy Pimblett against the cage, putting pressure on him against the cage, and landing big shots. He was using the collar tie and slapping away the hands and landing uppercuts and big bombs on Paddy against the cage. He hurt him against the cage multiple times in the first round of that fight. Um, and Benoit did not do that. He gets Paddy against the cage, utilizing his pressure, and then he shoots a stupid takedown. And you know, he almost gave up to his knees as soon as he realized like how big and strong Pimblett was. It's like he didn't even try to grab him as soon as he failed it. I don't know, just really kind of a bad showing from Benoit. And in hindsight, I feel really stupid for this pick, but I went 12-2, so I'm not really that stupid. The walkouts for this fight were fucking sick, by the way. Paddy Pimblett, one of the best walkouts I've ever seen. Benoit Saint-Denis' walkout had aura too. And this fight was such a sick build up in the crowd. The crowd was going crazy. Patty went crazy on the mic afterwards. I mean, this was such a sick moment. Uh, A little bit anticlimactic because you expect more out of Benoit Saint-Denis, but amazing performance from Paddy Pimblett. Such a sick moment. Another sick moment on this card. Um, and then we get to the main event. Dude, dude, this sucked. This really did suck. Conor McGregor runs across the cage as he does in the beginning of all of his fights, and he throws a jumping switch kick. And I love when he starts with the kicks. Uh, but he throws it so recklessly, and he comes down on his right leg and blows his knee. First strike thrown of the fight, first 3 seconds, blows his knee. As soon as he fell, I was like, uh-oh. Then he throws a second kick and falls. I'm like, uh-oh. And just as soon as Max got on top and started landing that ground and pound, I knew. I knew. By far the worst main event of the year. Uh, and that's out of a numbered card, a fight night. Worst main event of the year. Totally anticlimactic. They're calling for a trilogy fight. I'm not even interested. I'm not even interested. Connor has one more fight left in his contract. I'm gonna be honest, I'm really not interested. And I don't know. I really don't even know what to say about this. I picked Max, and I guess he won. Yay, I got my pick. I mean, what do you even say about I don't know, man. I don't know if he was injured leading into the fight. I don't know, man. I really don't know what to say, y'all. I'm extremely disappointed, but we're gonna pretend that that didn't happen, and we're just gonna move on. Uh, it is what it is, brother. It is what it is, brother. The Blessed Express, brother. We lapping you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least Max got the win, I guess. It's so disappointing. So fucking disappointing, guys. Ah, fuck me, dude. Fuck. Literally destroyed, fucking killed the energy of the room. Whole room went silent, dude. Whole fucking room went silent. Killed the whole card dead. Killed the whole arena dead. Anyways, I went 12-2 on my predictions. Uh, the McGregor clan, we disappointed, but we'll fucking be back next time. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna come back and box the bleeding head off him, kick the bleeding leg off him. I might have fucked up this time. My bleeding knee, I landed on it wrong. But we'll be fucking back. We're the McGregors, we're warriors, armored by Christ. We'll come fucking back and we'll knock the bleeding head off this little fool of a team, little estrogen head. Bro, I'm so disappointed, but we got Paddy Pimblett getting the finish. Mario Bautista, Corey Sandhagen was a fun fight. Brandon Royval, Lonnie Kavanaugh was a fucking scrap. Had some sick ass moments. Bobby Green and Terrence McKinney, what a sick scrap. Exactly as I expected. Krylov and Whitaker, damn good light heavyweight fight with a Bobby Knuckles finish. We fucking love that. Uh, Grapple Stevenson, the AI clanker, gets the W over Elijah Ellison. Total shocker. I mean, what an upset. I mean, probably the biggest upset of the night. Amazing fight against an elite heavyweight. We love to see it. Cody Garbrandt, Cody Garbrandt was Cody Garbrandt, and Adrian Yanez gets out there and gets the dub, and Luke Riley gets the dub. And this was a legendary generational fight card until the main event. Like until the main event, I'm looking at this fight card. I'm like, this is a solid 8.5 out of 10, maybe a 9. There was really no boring fight. And then main event, I'm like, it literally drops it to like a 7. The main event weighs heavy. It weighs heavy. You need a main event to deliver, and this main event did not deliver. This was the biggest disappointment in the history of main events. It really was. This was a bigger disappointment than Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gahn. This was a bigger disappointment than anything. This was the biggest disappointment, and there's just nothing that can make up for it. But hey, Scouses don't get fucking knocked out, lad. Scouses don't get fucking knocked out, lad. I can't wait to eat a fucking cheeseburger. I'm going to fucking knock this French muppet out and get a fucking cheeseburger, lad. You know, at least we got that. Yeah, man. I mean, great card. Great card overall, other than this fucking fight. Can't complain. Maybe we'll get the trilogy. Who fucking cares? Hope you guys enjoyed. God bless everybody. Have a great night. And try not to tear your ACL. See ya.